Will Smith! Come!
Will Smith spotted for the first time since slapping comedian Chris Rock at the Oscars after he made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved head. Resurfacing in Mumbai, India, of all places.
Will Smith!
The 53-year-old was all smiles as he posed for pictures with fans and waved to those looking on from a distance. The Oscar winner was greeted warmly as he went on to enter a building. The purpose of his trip is unknown.
Back at the table.
This is gonna be an exciting one.
Meanwhile, back home, Jada is back at the red table. Her Facebook talk show returned for a new season last week. And while the first episode was about Janelle Monáe, Jada in the show took a moment to address the elephant in the room by sharing a message prior to the start of the episode. It reads, quote, "Considering all that has happened in the last few weeks, the Smith family has been focusing on deep healing. Some of the discoveries around our healing will be shared at the table when the time calls. Until then, the table will continue offering itself to powerful, inspiring, and healing testimonies like that of our incredibly impressive first guest. Thanks for joining us, Jada."
If we don't talk about it, we're not going to get to the other side.
The premiere episode for season 5 was filmed before the infamous Oscars incident, which led to the Academy banning Will from all official events for 10 years.
Oh, wow!
The decision to ban Will was made following a meeting held by the Academy Board of Governors, after which the president and CEO of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences wrote an open letter, which reads in part, quote, "The 94th Oscars were meant to be a celebration of the many individuals in our community who did incredible work this past year. However, those moments were overshadowed by the unacceptable and harmful behavior we saw Mr. Smith exhibit on stage." The letter goes on to apologize for, quote, "not adequately addressing the situation in the room," and adding that they, quote, "fell short and were, quote, unprepared for the unprecedented." In a statement to ET, the 53-year-old King Richard star responded to the ruling, saying, quote, "I accept and respect the Academy's decision."
Will's wife really should have been given some consideration.
ET recently spoke with NBA legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He believes that Jada's voice wasn't heard after Will's Oscar slap.
Well, I just felt that Will's wife really should have been given some consideration as to, how she felt about it and what she wanted to do about it. And, I mean, they just ignored her altogether, and I didn't think that made much sense. She's the one that would have been offended if it was offensive.